I'll direct. Don't worry. I'll direct. That's why I have something with me here. I know what I'm doing. Trust me, guys. For me to bring that person, I know what I'm doing.
But Blaze, don't worry about trusting. But trusting.
Madam, before time like that, Mwala, I'll give you time. You're gonna explain exactly what it is. But right about now, because Twala, let's bring her back. Then we can see what we can do. I know, Mama Mule. Don't worry. Mr. Trust, don't worry. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. All right? So let's just focus and let's make sure that we bring her back. And I'm going to direct. Okay, she's back. She's back.
So, guys, we are speaking to Waimi's girlfriend
propaganda.
on
we are telling you what we are telling you.
TikTok.
We don't care.
And she's actually telling us what happened.
Is coming from
so we're on Blaze Zambia TikTok. It's live. Because tomorrow people say, no, it's propaganda. Just making up stories. She's the last person who spoke to Waimi.
She's here on this platform and she wants to.
So we're on TikTok live right now.
Our side of the story. Please share, and make sure you tap the screen.
Her name is Priscilla, by the way.
Priscilla, are you there?
This is Waimi's girlfriend.
Should we continue?
No, she's loading. I can't see her, mate. Yeah.
She's gone again. Maybe she needs to come back.
So basically, earlier...
She's very comfortable with me. That's why she has even agreed to come on this live. So it's not like we are trying to intimidate her or anything. We want...
For me, Mole, it sounds like you are the one who knows her well. And it's good the way you're asking her questions so that the rest of us can just listen and take notes. That's my point. We allow you to ask. If we have questions, maybe we inbox you, then you can ask her. Instead of all of us coming up aggressive.
I have the question here, guys. Don't worry. Let us say, don't worry. I'm going to direct. I've got the question.
I think let Mule.
Guys, I'm going to drop all of you now because you all want to speak. I'm feeling bad now. I can't control the situation. Because for me to bring this program, I know what I'm doing, guys. Please, I want at least let's have one person. I know I'm controlling the situation. Now, if this person comes in, that person, we are not going to have a conducive place to debate or to ask questions. I'm sorry to come out that strong, but I feel so.
So guys, let me just explain to you, right? So this is Waimi's girlfriend. We're doing a TikTok live and she was just explaining how she met Waimi and she's saying she's on the run. And we, one of the ladies, Mole, knows her very well. I think they've been speaking in the background and she's saying she wants to clear her name on social media because people think she is who.
Right.
Yeah, so she was here right now.
You can request again. I can't see you here. Just request you come back. Okay, I've seen you. I've sent to you.
So just wait and listen.
So that we can direct on now. We are going to, you want to clear your name, of course. Your communication has been heard and you want to clear your name. Please come through. We want the truth, nothing but the truth from you.
But funny enough, she's in a very noisy place, so we don't understand why she's in a noisy place.
Please accept that request and come back.
Just wait a little bit. She's coming. She was on board right now.
Okay.
She's just logged off. Okay. Sorry, Blaze. Somebody's commenting that this is scripted. How can you script something where we are asking someone we've never met before? You understand? We don't have time to be scripting anything here. We don't even know Waimi, for crying out loud.
The zombie mindset.
Who's scripting anything here?
It's a zombie mindset. They are zombies.
Priscilla, I'm saying this again and again. Accept my request. Right now, we are waiting for you because you want to clear your name.
Can you see her in the reviewers?
Yes, I've seen her and I've sent her the request. So I want her to come through. She's there.
Can you
Because
imagine
the next thing I'm going
somebody
to do, I'm
saying
going
we are
to play
scripting?
what I have here.
How do you script? So Blaze
So I want
Zambia
her,
even has
before I
audios.
can do that, I want her to come through and explain her side of the story, so that we can hear to say, okay, this is so Priscilla, we are waiting for you. Otherwise, it's a situation where you said you wanted to clear your name, and we have brought you for a reason. For you to clear your name. Okay. So what it is that she has run away, and let's give her some few minutes before I play the audios, because what I wanted was her to back up her stories. No. Okay. We want her to explain exactly her position.
Yes. Maybe
Yes.
whilst you're waiting for her, I should be able to share what I know about her, if that is going to help.
No, I wanted her to speak. I wanted the Zambians to get it from the horse's mouth. So let's give her 2 minutes before you narrate the whole story. I don't want people to send the questions. They will understand anyway. That's why I didn't want to speak much. I wanted herself to speak. That's why she was here. I wanted herself for the Zambian people to hear from the horse's mouth. So let's give it some time before you explain anything. So lekeni umwine ese ayilandile. Where I
Bawonte kumulandzirako. Ufwaliranda, nofamba lokulachinja ama stories. You understand?
okay. I think namwisha uyumwaicho natufipike fye like if ofine mulelanda wa mama mule natufipike fye so that tufila aushe abena Zambia bomfwe uyumwaicho necho abo tukilokufuma apa inefo na England fya kwa bati uyumwaicho na ishiba kwa sana bali yashia kwa wine 1 year is just a small period yako bati umuntu kuti kwabo kwishibana nomnankwe chachila na chile, and then moreover she was lying to him. But right at this particular moment, Shalande thingy, I'll just play what I have. But Nala Pela Bamuleru to explain a little bit about this girl's program. Okuya program na waini. Please, Mama Muleru, play the microphone.
Sorry, Bless, 1 minute. We can have to by 80K. By 125 and they get 2 minutes.
Now we have Mule.
They get back 55. They get one in much 100. Died.
Now we
Maybe she might come back.
Okay, now allow me to go for briefly. But you
Hold on, Mama Mule. They get back 100. I think she's coming back. Hold on.
okay.
Yeah, they get back 100. Please double tap. Let's get to 100,000. Let's get to 100,000. Mama Lilian, now we like if you know what
I feel sorry for Zambian people tomorrow. Now I let them up Facebook Live. Ku Facebook turefika na 1,000. Almost 1,000.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Kasongo.
Baposheni kwa ba ku Facebook ba Blaze.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, the listeners and the Tambas, and the Shani. Okay, we are discussing the issue of why me. Of course, we're calling out justice for why me. And at this particular moment, we have an opportunity to have a young lady, the girlfriend to why me, over on this platform, on our platforms, of course. So she came through on my TikTok page.
Blazer.
Just a minute. I'm saying.
Teacher introduction per Facebook yanga. Wait, mama.
Nikalipo iwala my thoughts wa Breza ningaiwali.
Teacher introduction per Facebook yanga.
Okay.
Finish because people need to understand what's going on. Because anachacha fine camera. Carry on, please.
Okay, so this is a lady. I believe Mama Lily has shown you the picture of a young lady there. She came on my she was invited on my page so that because she wanted to clear her name concerning the issue Iyakwa Waimi, because a lot of people they have been saying no, she knows something about the whereabouts Ukuli Waimi, of which she came, of which she was being asked some questions yamo. The things that she said kunumoku lelo papane watisa mukukana, of which I've got some audios that she said kunumoku, but she came on the panel and she was saying no to them. So we wanted her to speak. Unfortunately, umkashana wakantu achitashani avutuka afuma panel. We don't know why she's left the panel, because we wanted her to really speak for herself. Because why me alikwisa, and she couldn't answer the questions. She said, I don't know. Of course, okay, you don't know. Tell us, how did you know why me? And she explained to say, I knew why me. It's been 1 year now, and we were planning to get married and all that. So we were asking to say, what really happened? And then she said, I'm in danger. And then being in danger, those are the things that we have, and we want to share with you, the Zambian people. In case of anything happens to her, you need to know as Zambian
we've tried.
That we are dealing with.
We have tried to help her.
With just mere people. You need to hear for yourselves. Voice not to but I'm in danger. Out there, so that the people of Zambia, you will know what's going on. That this young lady's life is in danger. Herself saying, I'm in danger. Also, we are concerned citizens, and we wouldn't want anything bad to happen to her. Of course, she can be saying what she's saying to say, okay, I know nothing about why me and but we need to hear a side of the story, of which now to catch Sapapanewa avutuka aya. So we are going to play you audios that she spoke herself. She spoke, and you're gonna hear. So at this particular moment, we are just waiting. Maybe she might come back. We have given it 2 minutes, and we're gonna be getting to those audios so that we can play them to you. My country people. My name is Blaze Zambia, the person who
So
I only fear God.
Outpatient, I kind of do a lot of reality shit. So if she's not...
Toto, your mic, darling.
Okay. So that's where we are at this particular moment. So I've got, we are waiting if she can connect back. Well and good. We're going to be having that moment where she explains her side of the story. But if we don't have her back, we'll consider that to say she's scared now. She doesn't want to speak to the Zambian people, because when you want to clear the air, you want to clear your name. This is the particular, this is the only opportunity that she's going to have. And
we're 100 plus now.
Blaze.
So Blaze,
right.
Before Amule wakalipe kwa mbokamba, Blaze, muzi 1 year ni ngono maningi Blaze. Ufanga kusponsor why me ankara moments mama ankara ku prison moments yangati. Because why me anankara ku prison almost 11 months. Achoka ankara che 1 month na hivi vachitika. Asoba then iyo 1 year amene anazibana na why me. Anazibana na ili 1 year. Muzangati muntu mukamba na Blaze mfunika mgazi atu mfana na setting. She's a government agent once. You have to know.
Amaru, my brother, I'm sure you understand what is the pocket in the Congo for good Lashani. I'm sure you understand.
Blazer, she's a trained agent, Blazer. Waimvera hashtag abwapa ma platform ambera ma views ya wantu. Because last time na wamvera wamule wezo kamba na Emmanuel Mwamba. Wanashita explain bwino wamule mwane wanakambia naye we mfana. Mwambanashita explain Bwino Mwana Kambia na Evi. In fact, this girl, she's a government operative. Wambela, she's just playing on our gallery. Uyumfana azwa kwa mele kuli YME. Loko agamba oh life yanga is in danger. Government agent azanga bwanji in danger. Because she's protected by the state.
Definitely. And that much we know. Okweva Tumaiche can be playing these tactics, my brother. She's playing tactics of which we have got an idea. So for her not to come back on this panel and to talk to the people,
you are in danger. You're talking like that. Hey, I'm in danger. You're in a bar.
So before I play these audios, I would like to give the microphone to the lady. Her name is Moleru, a person who used. She was the counselor. She was the counselor to YME, but. Okay, Nelly, she's gone. Okay, I wanted to introduce also the manager who used to manage YME's page at some point. Rafi nealemu pangira ko kwa livo fenti mopo tuchitapa TikTok hapa, but ewa alemu chitilako. So at this particular moment, nalapela microphone kuliva Moleru. Mama, please go ahead. Can you tell us where did you meet YME? Because mamu kumanishishe YME, and how did you become a mentor? I mean, a counselor to this young man.
Thank you so much, Blaze. I met YME through a friend of mine, and that is way back before he even had a very big following, when he was still in Chirabombwe. So even the time he was first arrested, one of the people that stood and made sure that we helped with the lawyers and everything until he was released. So from that time onwards, I've taken him more like a son. You know, I would find time to counsel him, because looking at my profession and knowing that child, I knew that there was something wrong with him. And the most important thing that he needed was love and assurance that there's a better life out there. That is how I got to know that boy. And that is how I always stood by him. So now, because we are talking about this girl, I'll fast forward and get to this Rubuto girl.
Please take your time. Take your time. Please don't skip, Mama. Yeah, just take your time. We have got much time.
It's a very long way I'm coming with YME. His first arrest, he was released. His second arrest, he was released. His third arrest, until the recent one, I've always been there. I've always been talking to YME. I've always been helping YME in ways that I could. You see? And this is where I also want to make clarity to the people that all kept saying YME is being used by politicians, YME is being sponsored, YME is being paid. If YME was sponsored by politicians, he would not come to a person like me for help. Because me, I'm not rich. I don't even have the capacity to sponsor a person. And YME never lived a comfortable life. He lived through well-wishers. So, actually, I don't want to go into that so much, because we are talking about this girl. I want people to know who this girl is, how I knew her, and how much I know about her. That's why I said, let me fast forward, leave some of these things and talk about the main issue, which is this girl. YME had a girlfriend called Mercy. I won't talk about the last name. Mercy. That is the girl that he introduced to me as his girlfriend. Mercy would call me, I'll talk to him. YME, they would call on a three-way. YME, Mercy, me, we would talk, we would laugh. And then sometimes when YME goes off, I would call him, counsel him. And then, just like that. So, 3 months before his disappearance, that's when he told me, Mercy had got a boyfriend. I said, how do you know? I'd never had got a boyfriend. So I said, a boyfriend. It was like a joke. So wafuruenshi. Mwana kashi. Mami, nisanga lubuto inarefala to be serious. Who is Lubuto? I'll give you a number. Mukalande nankwe. Okay, no problem. He gave me her number. I called her. Udishani winu. Niwa Lubuto Natema mwa pongo shi atem kwai. Nato mlefo kupo ate. Natumukabalo ya bakafume kubwendo. Ate nato okay. For me, because I could tell that all he wanted was love. I thought, oh, Nimbi, if you feel nasa ngaba kumuchitako entertain, I never thought he would even go get serious into it. 3 months, not the 1 year that she's talking about. That's a lie. Even that messy girl, if she's listening wherever she is, she'll be able to tell you that it's true. She had been communicating with me and all. So, a few weeks later, Waimi calls me, Mami, Lubuto ale mwana tukutina amusha, so, alefo ati nkalitwale nsalamu. Natukatwala shani nsalamu wabakubwendo. Atawe, nkafwa yabantu bakatwale nsalamu. I said, why me? If you know, useka nabana kashawe, nabana kasheba kakuleterera. Those who used to follow me, they would see me when Waimi is going off like Fiafine Gambok Tukana, I would go there and I'm gonna Fumapo, the Cockland Defia so now. Sometimes out to Kashana Gatwa, Waimi, I love you, Naria Panamwena, why me? We were calculated Abana Kash. We last entertain Abana Kash. Would you want to say you're beautiful? Send me your number in my inbox. You're beautiful, send me your number in my inbox. I calculated it live. Yeah? So Atawe, I don't jealousy because in Delanda Navana Kashawe and Gin Defoku, Ukumukobekera. All Alandirati ba chief at Washan. Ba chief Unsha, ati in salamu bakatwale kuli bachitimu kulu na samana tukwali bapo mfumu ipokelele nsalamu ati nokulanda tushena mwishi bati Lubuto ni bluru waba honorable na tuwa honorable shi tuwa honorable Sanga. Apparently honorable Sanga is also a lawyer. And Honorable Sanga is the one who represented Waimi in his last case. Eba mwafwili shepaka chitananikane afuma. So I said, oh, nima blue baba Honorable Sanga tiye nima blue baba Honorable Sanga. Here I blame myself because I didn't jeve da sanda tiri. Muka vepsheba Sanga relationship wako atanankwe. So I said, oh, okay. I never took it serious because why me sometimes I just took it that it's just a story being told and he's not so much into it. So yachinja nombe yako ati bachitimukulu kwa bati awe kukesa aba twalafu abashibukombe. So 3 weeks before Tabalatwale in Salamu Shishini Balanda Pinsalamu. I was busy. I was always flying in and out of state. This week in Diku State, the other week, Diku State. So I didn't have that communication with him. And most of the times when he called me, it's either I was traveling, busy, I don't call him. So 3 weeks, we didn't have good communication. Then he called me. That was the Sunday before Tabala muchitab that why me. And to me na phone mami. Tuali nsalamu. Na tuali nsalamu mana ba twere. Atawe tuali sangira bashibukombe. Nani wasangira bashibukombe. Na tumnobe wisa. He had a friend Momo. Momo wansangira bashibukombe. Na tawe na bashibukombe bali kuishiba. Ula wabe na bashibukombe kutiba sumi na shani. Uku tuali nsalamu iwe wabakugwendo olo tuno kokwino kole upira mufya shinshu ngasumine nsalamu ukupa kumuntu nga iwe Waimi bali kwisha ati niwe Waimi wewe upo uyu mwana kashi ate mami bali njishiba babulu bakubambi bale kana babushibale kana bachudanyina the mother is in support. I was like, oh, so fya endele shani atawa bali tuala na so nima bali pokelele nsalamu ati batwere ku hotel. Na tukwali nsalamu shabatwala ku hotel. Nishi batwalire nsalamu ku hotel. Waimi. Ata we kaibalanda twalifa fimone ke fancy shanshan uko. So that day Yeah, I cut his line because I needed to do something else. Then a friend of mine called me and said that Namona video pa TikTok and that why me never whatever it is. Then I called him back. And I even put a friend of mine on the call. No, why me now we on a video? Amba no sekatinenga na landa ni shwaranda cyber shan oko. Balabe nkofi, balabe nkofi aba. I laughed with him that day. We spoke about something else. If you chupo chako to aseka poto afilaba kono kufilaba because I never took it so serious. And we hung up. In the night, I was browsing through TikTok. I found Why Me, his friend Gary, and the other friend Momo, bali palive, but once na balala. I called him, then I called the friend Gary, Asuka. Na somewhat na mulala palive. What's going on? I said that that was the last time I spoke to Why Me. The next day, which was a Monday, this is where I get confused. I don't know whether it was Monday or Tuesday when they called me. Because even the people that used to live with him knew about me and they would call me. Mamon, by saying to me na phone, at Kuno, this is 22 hours, 23 hours. Why me at Mapanupanga, kuma 1 o'clock. And yeah, Monday, I think Monday. This is 23 hours. Why me at Mapanupanga, kuma 1 o'clock? Why me Tamoneke? So now so I said, oh, I know all his friends and I talked to them. So to Mama phone. And for sure I started calling each and every one who I knew was connected to him. Natuma kuli uyomomo and atawe ineshumfile. Natuma kuli Gary awe ineshumfile. Natuma and other people, I called them. Then the last person I called was Lubuto. I called her. I said, Ira Lubuto, why me washanda kona kwesta she? At our mommy, Nachanda Nankuma 1 o'clock, whatever it is. I said, no, she mentioned 1 or 2. Between 1 and 2. That's the last time I spoke to Why Me. I said, Why me? Tamoneke kunganda. This time it's almost midnight. At I don't know, man. So when I was talking to her, I could hear voices in the background. You see? I could hear voices in the background. And she kept cutting my line. I'll call you where I am. I'm unable to talk. Aputula. Mommy, I'm not in a position to talk. Aputula. So I kept calling, like pressuring her. Time difference where this girl is and myself where it is quite a time difference. I did not sleep. I was up the whole night. I kept calling. The other time when I called, I could hear my voices move background. Like, apaso hon, kwachiwa wachintu kakunchito, so nincha mkumulembesha polisi. So nasana nata.
Mama Moleru, I want to understand, at which point did this young lady said she worked for OP?
That is where I'm driving to.
Okay.
That is where I'm driving to. When she told me alikupolisi kuyumutukire uwakunchito kumwakwe so na mukumulembesha police because nale mfama ama boys ajinama natiwe tebaka pokola mu background so na samwe nati ubomba kwisa kanshi are you a teacher or ubomba ku OP? Then she said OP. I said OP. So you planned all this. Then she cut the line. When she cut that line, what I was doing is, when I was calling her, I was also trying to call Waime's number. 5 minutes later, Waime's phone was on. But Tari Asuka. I called again. I said that after now, sana pressure. Phone yakwa Waime yaka. At me, I don't know anything. I said, try to call him. Because now the phone is on. We tried. I started calling Waime Tariasuka. Uyuma iche, detu mama phone, alem putula. So, then later on she calls me and she says, I don't know anything about Waime. Ask the stepsister. The stepsister, who's Shansi? I said, who's this stepsister that Waime never mentioned to me? Amufira pari. Atawa the stepsister wako Shansi. Oh, that girl. When I said, where are you going? I said, there go Copperbelt. Wafuma kuisa tinafuma kukasama. Wafuma kukasama. Wafuma kukasama mkushitenshi atinaide kwa engagement yakwa Waimi. I said, are you aware that Waimi is missing at when she ship? Now, when was the last time you spoke to Waimi? At our Nalantina kuma 1 o'clock. That was Monday. Monday kuma 1 o'clock. That's what was the conversation about? I said that he needed to send me money, transport money up working on Copperbelt because all had to be named Pia, had to be 2,500. 4,000 is it? I can't remember. Because ukoko inakumansala mu bali pile 2,500 500 bapera kuba shubukombe imbi mpia bapera ko yo wine sister wako kwendera okusa ku engagement yo ine then Lubuto, this girl, she's the one who even bought the ring. So I was like, you know what, this whole thing is not adding up. When me na to disappear Lubuto alekana then I saw mwepsha do you know that Lubuto abomba ku OP at awe. So I understand that when you're with Lubuto, is there anything strange that you noticed? Then she said, when I was with her, she was talking to somebody who was offering her a promotion. Nomba church posa kusana manon gamlefa no kumipsha timu amuipusha. So that when I offer promotion at which position do you want? So when I finished talking to her, I called her again. I asked her, who were you talking to that was promising you a promotion? Then she said, well, in any Kwatama problems, everything I'm saying, I have it on the phone. She sent me, nama na nenkalata kalembere kunchto. I don't know whether it's true. I don't know whether it's true or it's not true. She sent me the screenshots of the last conversation that she had with Waimi.
Mami, sorry. Yeah. Ami abela tabomba kuisa.
All on pele pressure. The time she lied, you said, "Now I'm going to report to Munanko." Me kwata fiance fefe. I'll share mwema socialites. I'll share all the screenshots with you.
She said she works where? She said she works where?
When I pressured her, she said she works for OP.
Okay,
then later on,
ma'am, cause pa Facebook kuru comment ati. This is Lubuto. She works for Zambia Army.
I don't know about the Zambia Army.
Yeah, apparently she works for Zambia Army.
I believe what's going to happen now, she's going to be, because we're exposing her,
yes,
and she's going to come to light. Believe me.
Yeah.
So for those of you that know where she works, you can come through, just inbox us.
Yeah.
And we get talking. And for those of you that are on Facebook, you can inbox Mama Lillian Tango, just inbox her, and then we get more details, because what we want now, napatapatapa, we want Waimi, whether dead or alive, he has to appear to the world.
When I go on some comment section, I found that OP meaning a child, it's Office of the President. OP Office of the President. No police and also the office of the President.
Yes. That's true.
So, yeah. So I want to abo. When so to answer tabomba ko OP. Na some Alanda tabomba ko OP. Then later on.
Yes, Uncle Johnny, he should be news. Why would somebody die?
What is going on?
We need to know where he is.
Why such DK all of watch DK I put on my face on my WhatsApp status. I said, I hope it's not true. Immediately I put that on my status. She was the first one to reply to say, don't worry, mommy. He's safe wherever he is. Then I sent a message to say, who are you talking about? And she did not reply. So I said, it's like you know something. Why are you not telling me? I know, mommy, even me, I don't know. I'm equally as worried. The same way, the same tone, the same tone she's using here, the same statements that she's been giving. Even the time that we had an opportunity to have Emmanuel Mwamba interview her, it's like it's a written script. If you are
Number mami, why utamwatuma abantu ku Zambia Bamukakishe police call out.
Like the way I can answer on that.
Sister Lilian, government ingagwire bwanji muntu wa wamene banatuma kwa senza. Muzamshita report.
Awe sibasobera bwino. Mambo yofya. Mambo yofya.
Wamena mtuma ndio mshita shoot. So akamfana historia ameneka bwana nayo. That's why onani what is important is that picture yake ilipo. Anganame angashiteva mena afuna kuchita at this moment, but the right time will come for her and she will go to prison. So alimba comment section amvea, let me hone you luto. If that is the if that's your fake name, let me tell you something. Ona, if I honor panona, since the once want to opera, Suswa 187. When it comes to interrogation, my dear, no wonder there's not where I was a blaze. I was about to interrogate you. In a vaso na semene na vichosa. Awe na ngoza peskati. They don't know nothing about interrogation, but in a semvazo na vichosa. Because I'm too good. The area amen sevenzela ameneyo ungabisa awe nangu. But what you have to know, starting from today, especially yako inaiziwa, I'll make sure I'm going to bring you down. I promise you this. Thank you. And
then also, sorry, somebody saying on Facebook that they know all the information about her. She used to stay in Kasama. So, Abdul, please inbox, okay? You can go ahead,
okay,
ma'am.
Thank you so much. So, Mama Mole, she should report to us ngani pesa.
After Arekana, after when I said, I was like, remember this when I said no. The not Patechiro, Chaba, so Chaba ICO, it's like it disrupted a lot of things. And then we kept quiet, and I was also not calling like the way I used to call almost every other day to find out to say, Iwen Jafia Chinka, do you know anything or whatever? So after I approached by Manu Mamba to talk about Uyumana has been missing, and there's nothing that everyone is doing, and everyone is quiet about it. Then he said, actually, yeah, we need to come up with this campaign and find out where he is. He asked me what I know, and I gave him everything that I know. I then set up an appointment with this Kagel. I set up an interview with this Kagel. She was interviewed. After Bakachita interview, Facebook, this girl, for the first time, she switched off her phone. She only resurrected today. And where she was, the network was very bad. At first, I didn't want to answer the phone. Then something just told me, no, you answer. Then I answered. I said, hello. No, mommy, I'm very sorry. There are some people that came, Shani, I won't go into that.
Okay. Yeah. So on that one, I'm going to, I think that's where we are. Before Tabalachita continue again, the Mole room, I'm going to play something from here. I want everyone to mute the microphone so that you hear for yourselves from this little girl. So, this
microphone. You know what? Phone yake nzeli zima. That's why nkuzati she's a government agent. So loko popera pali platform ya
ni setting charge.
Manje Mzambe wazira chati platform ya Blazer. Ndiye platform chia mene ifosa maning pali wa. So abwera apa kutenga information wazibe nankani yakaye na manje ili hot bwanji. So that's why I'm telling you that Blazer nzatenga number. Okay, go ahead first.
We need to do a picture for her and say wanted.
No problem. Lillian, that's my specialty. That's my specialty, Lillian. I know. I'm going to interrogate this girl. I'm going to come out with the truth. She thinks that she's clever.
Come.
All right, guys. Here we go. So this is her voice.
Tina mulalo munenu nalo mfika kidnap. Zambian nani mulimu.
Of course, na mumpo kwa lelanda. But yambia ma audio zaya.
Mommy, at the moment, I don't even know where to start from explaining. It was exactly on Friday evening, I would say. I received 2 strange knocks on the door. So, at the same time, a certain workmate of mine was calling me. I was talking to her on phone. And then when I went to open, who was knocking, the person who was answering was a female. To say, there are people who have been looking for you, a female neighbor of mine. So when I opened the door, mommy, two huge men. The other one was slightly older, like old in age, and then the other one was looking younger, but he wasn't so young. They asked me to give them the phone. I was like, may I know you or where you're coming from? They were threatening me to say, who are you? And then they got the phone and went.
How?
Before getting the phone, they asked me to say, who do you work with? Which person has been using you? Give us the phone. That's how I gave them the phone. Open the phone, I opened, and these men went. So in the morning, I didn't even sleep at my house. I went and slept at the neighbor's house. In the morning, I decided to call for help. I called my mother. Right now, as I am talking, I'm in Livingston. So,
Jesus.
I don't understand, mommy. I've left my house. I've left my job. I just don't know what is happening. I don't know what they did with the phone because when they got the phone, they wanted to open the phone forcefully. These men started pressing and pressing, and then they left. When they left, I knew things were not okay. I went straight to the neighbor, spent the night there. In the morning, I went back home. I couldn't even report for work. Just there and then, I started packing because I had no money. Even now, I don't have anything, not even on phone, nowhere. I packed and packed to ask for help. And then the neighbor, I think the neighbor is the one who went to the police and reported what happened.
Chineke.
Somewhere 19.
Zambia to a seven.
But when they brought the phone had no SIM card. So I had to, the time I was supposed to do all the SIM replacement issues, I was traveling. So I just moved with the phone without a SIM card. This is when I've just done SIM replacement now.
Hey, Chineke.
Enough, I found some on my call log. And then I've retrieved them back. I don't know where they've taken the SIM card. I don't understand.
You alone, many problems.
I mean, they were asking me why me was, where I was staying, who was sponsoring him.
Go and listen to TikTok.
They threatened me.
Imagine at stop shouting. Funny and go to TikTok.
Lucky enough, the neighbors were there, so they couldn't do anything. I mean, I'm going to make a video today. I've actually written even on my Facebook page to say I'll post a video this evening. It's just that I want to charge the phone a bit right now as I am speaking to you. It's at 10%, and we don't have power, so I want to take it somewhere for charging. And then I will definitely make a video, mommy. That was my biggest worry because, like you have said, I need to be clear in all this. I just pray that wherever he is okay. Because there's nothing that I've done. I've never done anything, mommy. I mean, to be honest with you, if anything, my intentions were very clear. I don't know, mommy, I just don't understand. I don't know what is happening to me, mommy. I don't even know how I found myself in all these things. Because my reputation is tarnished. People are laughing at me. It's so bad now. Things are not the same anymore. Those people who are talking to me, they are no longer talking to me. I don't know how I look. I don't know if I look like a devil. I'm sure you saw how people were coming out in the comment section. Thank you, mommy.
Hold on. Wait, I'm coming. Hold on. Before you unmute your microphone, guys, I'm coming. Give me a moment. This young lady thinks
Chineke. Hey! Chineke.
I knew it. I knew you were going to shout like that.
Hey! Is this a Zambia we have now? Hey!
Yes. Hold on. I'm coming.
Thank you, sir.
Lydia. All right. So those were some of the recordings that came from this young lady. Now, I would like to hear from my people before anyone speaks on this platform. I know my Prissy, she's really, she wants to open fire right now because she's one of those people that could interact with YME.
Blazer, before we speak, my brother, do you know what Blazer? Ona Blazer. La police Blazer, la police ku Zambia, system ya police pa wasenzera Blazer. La police wasenzera ku Zambia. La ngala bonsa abantu wanapokewa mafoni ku Zambia.
Network.
Kulibe muntu wanamabwezera ka mafoni. Putro ngatwa kubwezera phone. Why was it some sim card because
And guys, do you believe? Shanongoma God.
You know, all right. Before I give the microphone to any of the guys on the panel, I would like to hear you guys what you think in the comment section. Did you hear the voice notes from this young lady? What have you gotten? Please share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. You can inbox me and tell me what you think, so that also tomorrow we're going to be talking about the same thing, not until this young lady is exposed, because right about now what we don't want is someone to lie. And in the first place, why should she run all the way from Kasama going to Livingstone when she knows that she has done nothing wrong? Because what I expected for a person who has not done anything wrong was to say, okay, I'm presenting myself to the authorities. She was supposed to go to where? The authorities there in Kasama and say, okay, this is what's on the ground. I need help. And then getting that help, she was going to get it from the authorities.
Like Sharon is saying, the lady is part of the plan, of course. Linda says,
Livingstone, and we believe that she's in Livingstone right about now.
She's lying. Everybody doesn't believe her.
What she's doing in Livingstone, nobody knows. So why hasn't she taken those steps? She has just abandoned
Nigerian movie.
No,
nice script.
My reputation, whatever it is, the people there, my house. So it's
Cases
Kapuba.
She's even crying.
She knows something. She definitely knows something. So this is the reason why I had to say no. We need to take it upon ourselves. We bring her we bring her on the limelight so that people can understand the person who might be behind the missing of YME, including by the Minister of Youth and Sports. Me personally, as Blaise Zambia, I'm saying he knows something because of the remarks that he had put across. He had said this young man does not, he doesn't deserve to live.
Linda, her voice is irritating.
So I also suspect him, the Minister of Youth and Sports. I suspect him is my
Somebody says even without education you can
these two, they are my suspects. So if the police, they have to pounce on those people, these two have to be pounced on. This particular moment, I would like to take this opportunity to tell you, my people, to follow Blaise Zambia for information that you're going to be needing, because there's a lot of things have been happening in the country, and then people are lying to you on certain platforms and certain TV, I'll say media houses, let me just put it in that manner. They have been lying to you.
Dangerous creature,
and the matter of people saying, no, people that died in Mufumwe,
she's an officer in charge of Livingstone.
It's a lie.
Livingstone.
So we are living
she
in a country
is the
where
officer in charge of Livingstone.
We are receiving a lot of lies.
Take us pictures of
and
her.
when I say lies, they are lying to us. Who are those people lying to us? I have got few things that I'll be sharing with my people, and where we are right about now, we are talking about the issue of YME. Please, for those of you that thinks that I'm doing great, please entice me to be with my money again. All right. As we get into serious matters, I need those gifts to be coming, and also I've got a few people that
Very
really
dangerous
have been supporting me since day one. I
She
really,
knows
really
something
appreciate,
true.
and we need to open our people's
Kaji,
eyes,
that's
because
true.
we say
Tendai says she knows something.
God said people perish because of lack of knowledge. At this particular moment, I would like to take back the microphone to Mama Muleru, because we understand every person on this platform that are hearing, you have heard the voice notes. But before I give it to Mama Muleru, I would like to give the microphone to my sister Prissy, because she has been waiting so anxiously.
Pretender,
She wants
true.
to, I know where she's seated right there.
Trisha
Let me
saying,
even
I
bring her
look
on
up Boza
the big screen so
pretender.
that
How she's
you
a
see.
pretender.
She's fuming right now. She just
Zambia has
wanted to
become
laugh
dangerous.
and say, you know what,
Namboyopa.
I have had it. So I would like to give the microphone to my lady, Mama Pris. Mama Pris, I understand you were so close to this young man and you could share moments online. What are you going to say about what you have heard in the voice notes?
To tell you the truth, there's nothing I haven't heard before. That girl, she's been lying. She's making up stuff. She's been doing whatever she can do to cover herself. Like I told her, I hate her name is Priscilla. Because that's my name. You know? That's the only thing I can say. She's been trying. She's guilty. And I would go ahead and let Muleru speak.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mama. But
That girl is guilty. Just like the 700 people that are watching now, they know. I can see in the comments that girl is guilty. That girl knows everything. That girl knows where Waime is. If Waime is dead right now, that girl knows.
Yeah.
And she's guilty. The guilt is killing her.
thank you
And
so
remember,
much.
girl, that boy is from Luapula.
All right. So, my sister, you being close to Waime, like the way you could interact and all that,
She's an accomplice
what
of
would
his
you
death.
want to see this government do about, because they are saying that they don't have this our young man Tabamkwete Waime. Number imwebo palugalirwen, what can be your appeal to the Zambian people and to the people around the world concerning Waime's disappearance? What would be your appeal as a sister, as a mother that you were to Waime? What would be your appeal?
Okay. The mother was Muleru, but he was my brother. The only thing I can say to the Zambian is don't trust this government. I know I don't live in Zambia. I'm not a Zambian anymore. I'm an American. Whatever is going on, it doesn't
Add up.
it's nothing to do with me. By the end of the day, I'm a Zambian. I have
Zambian blood. Shit.
really government. The other day you posted a lot of people that was killed. You know, people doesn't even know what happened to those people. All we know, they were abducted and they were killed. Who knows the truth about those people? Those people have families. Maybe those people, they have mothers. Can you imagine what those mothers are going through, losing those kids? You know what I mean? So it can be you, it can be your family member, it can be anybody. So don't trust this government, unfortunately. That's the only thing I can say. And then when voting, there are a lot of, I can say there are a lot of young adults in here that are watching this live. I know a lot of us, we are those moms that run to Kukwale Ftenge, Ngalaisa Mkulete Ftenge, so that Bamishire Bunga. If we have to raise money, Kushto Bunga, so that your mother doesn't wear that chitenge, please let us know. We don't need to run to Kukwale Ftenge just because Bamishire Bunga to vote. Look what's going on in Zambia. That's the only thing I wanted to say.
Thank you so much. That was Mama Prissy, a person who could interact with Waime on online, which is TikTok, and they are concerned. They are concerned about the whereabouts of this young man, and all of us, we are all concerned as Zambians and the people around the world that he used to entertain. So Waime is missing, and it has been some days. I mean, we say some few months now, and a month and a half, I think. We don't know where Waime is. And we have been asking ourselves those questions. So not until today, when this called a girlfriend came through, wanted to clear her name, but in the process, she came on this platform trying to lie of the things that were happening with YME. And can you imagine, like, this young woman knew.
So you're not
YME
Zambian,
just in the course
Chalo.
of
Yeah,
1 year.
America, I don't
And
know if
that
they
time
do. They
YME
do
was
duo. I think they
already
don't do
outside
duo.
the country. Now, the questions that you also as Zambians need to ask yourselves are, okay, in the course of 1 year, and fiance FTI engagement in a fimbi. So, and then the other the person that we need to look into is that is it stepsister, Mama Muleru? Is it stepsister?
At stepsister, she doesn't even call me anymore. Or maybe it's the
So because what I remember is YME never used to say the sister, the family. That's what I knew. So we need, if the police, they really say they are not involved in this, what I expected was them to pounce on this young lady, question her, get the sister, the stepsister, question her. Also by Elvis Nkandu, who is the Minister of Youth and Sports, question him because he had sent remarks concerning the young man to say he doesn't deserve to live. So all these people, they are suspects. 3 people are suspects. I've never worked in the police sector, but I feel I can do better job. I think even if I was to be taken today, they need to be interrogated no matter what. So at this particular moment, I'm going to take the microphone to the panelists again. And for those of you that have not followed Blaze Zambia, please follow me, and then make sure you go and watch my latest trailer. I'm saying I've released a song. It's called, a trailer of a song. It's called Umufulo Pamfulo. So I'm going to give the microphone to Mama Lillian.
Okay.
So that we can hear Navena voice here with the Mama Lillian, Mama.
Yeah.
Mama voice not for my own. What's your take?
I am very sure that the young lady is very much involved, and YME was set up, and he didn't realize that the lady was a Ponzi scheme that was put there to lure him. The whole engagement doesn't make sense for the young lady to go and buy the ring, and her crying sounds very fake. I honestly don't buy that this young lady is in love with YME. No, I don't think so. So honestly, I never really paid attention to her. I never really shared her. But once I put her on my social media platform, she's going to go viral. So I'm definitely writing an article about her and how I don't believe she is a genuine lover of YME. I'm also calling upon everybody to start a petition so that the UN should look into this matter of YME. It doesn't matter whether YME insulted A, B, C, D. A human life is precious, it's important, and we cannot allow anybody to use the law within their hands. I mean, if I am being threatened for simply sharing what I'm sharing now, people are telling me I shouldn't come to Zambia, I'll be arrested. And I'm asking myself, so I can't speak because I am a Zambian citizen. If I see things are wrong, I should speak about these things. And people are, threatening me. Today I even shared they threatened the former president's son, Frederick Chiluba, telling him, if you dare talk about YME, you won't see what will come behind you, because he was asking about YME on his page. How dangerous can Zambia be? Like, if I didn't, share about the late president's death, I wouldn't have known that Zambia has become the most dangerous African country to live in Southern Africa. Honestly, it's not a nice place to be. I'm not even eager or even looking forward to staying there. And what I can tell you, people who are watching both on Facebook and on YouTube and TikTok, this is a time for you to realize that UPND is a wrong government. And how many more lives will be lost? How many people will be kidnapped? I know many people who are refugees right now in the UK, in the US, in different parts of the world because of the UPN government. I didn't know until I started covering these issues about ECL. So definitely this girl is part of the whole scheme. And They definitely did all these things during the time when ECL's funeral happened, and we were carried away with ECL's funeral, and that was their timing. But this young lady should be brought to book. If she's working for the government, what was her role? Who brought her there? And surely no one is above the law. And that's why UPND government must be removed in 2026, so that whoever has done what they've done to YME should be brought to book. When UPND were in opposition, they used to claim that the Patriotic Front were gassing people. They used to claim that the Patriotic Front were, abducting people and burning the markets. Well, since they're in government and they have the government machinery, we've never heard them have even one arrest, like even arrest one person. So who was gassing these people? Who is kidnapping these people? UPND government is the most dangerous government. And I'm urging you, if you have your voter's card, use it to kick them out of government. We can't have such type of people who are planning all these things, abductions. We've had CCTV footage of police officers going into Zimbabwe. And that's already a diplomatic, infringement. The relationship between Zambia and Zimbabwe. How do you enter in Zimbabwe without permission of the Zimbabwean police to get who you're looking for? As far as where he was in Zimbabwe. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mama Lillian. Sorry, I hope you have landed because I didn't. Okay.
No, I finished.
Thank you so much, Madam. Thank you. That was Mama Lily. I'm going to skip Mama Muleru because I'm coming back to her. I'm going to give the microphone to the woman of God. She's the one person who's going to speak last. Much respect to Riba Mayo, by Leah. And I'm going to give the microphone to my brother. I know he's cooked up right now.
Sorry, Blaze. Before this live stream closes on my Facebook, somebody's saying, I know her very well. Lubuto Priscilla, she works for Zambia Army. The elder sister is a journalist for Zambia Army. So she is apparently a Zambia Army person. Thank you.
Tell that person to also inbox me. Let just come to on TikTok, Blaze Zambia, and let them inbox me, and also let them inbox Mama Lillian Tambo, that same person. Please inbox. For those of you that know something about this young lady, just inbox me. We're gonna fire this house up. We're gonna bring it to its we're going to bring the house of fire. Anyway, this particular moment, I'm going to give the microphone to Mr. Amaru. Amaru is one person who he just wanted to go head on this young lady. So at this particular moment, I'm going to give the microphone to him. Then thereafter, I'm going to give it the microphone to the next speaker will be Mr. Trust 2026, then King Tonto. The only king lady that we know Zambia's
honestly
ever had.
You must be daft to vote for UPND next year. You must be daft. You can't have such type of criminality going on in your country. No way.
I'm sure our people no. Okay, at this particular moment, I'm going to give the microphone to Mr. Amaru. Amaru, my brother, I know now you can speak your mind, my brother.
You cannot vote for UPND in 2026.
What's your take, bro?
No.
Yeah, Brother.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Brother Brother. My insults, Brother. Those are civil cases.
My mouth is not bringing me problems. We have evidence here. You're telling me my mouth. Get out. How do we vote for such a government when things like this are happening?
So, wamene lili Breza mandi mtima wanga niwokupya kozi angapeseke waimi enzeli kutukana mawenze kutukanira. Angapeseke waimi enze kutukana mawenze kutukanira. But Kairi, it doesn't mean that waimi manje life yake wafunika kushtabwanje, wafunika kuisiriza. That is totally wrong. Otherwise, Zambia manje iwona valane vichitika. Siningakambe vintu vambili. Singakambe vintu vambili anda mtima niwokupya at the end of it ningakambe na vintu vasifuni kukamba. Bali mayo vachitika chani. Bali tira vantu vambili hapo. So I'll talk later, bro.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. Without wasting much time.
Yes, God hates injustice.
they want to come up on the panel. I don't know if I can be allowed to drop some people so that there are ordinary people that want to come and participate. So I don't know. Brother Amaru, is it possible I can bring you back? Prissy?
Yeah, no problem, Blazer. Yeah.
All right, guys.
I'll be in the comment section, bro.
Awesome. Let me bring abafyashi. Bali abafyashi bakalamba balefo kwisa tumfwe kona bena mashu batupeleko. Prissy, I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, and Mr. Amaru. All right. Okay, so at this particular moment, I'm giving the microphone. Okay, there it goes.
So we cannot speak. If you try to speak what is saying, atiputa on red alert. Chalo chashani. We used to speak for Haka in the Ichilema when he was in opposition. Nobody put me on any red list. Chalo chashani. We don't even insult. You can hear everybody here speaking respectfully.
I'm just hoping that the network
but we're going to
will
pick up
allow
a red
them
list.
to be on this.
Lord help Zambia.
All right. Uncle Marshall, good evening. Mr. Marshall. Okay. Mr. Marshall, are you there? All right.
We're in deep problems, Raska.
Maybe watch the request before.
Yeah, even HH was insulting Israel for so many times. There's even a video of him.
So
We don't even insult. We just speak about what is this, what is that. Are you coming
Mr.
to Zambia to allow
good
Kaka?
evening.
Allah. Swedish.
Mr.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you today? I know I said one or two things earlier, but
Yeah.
greetings to everybody who's there.
So looking at
Can you push around, please?
okay, sorry.
Yeah,
can I-
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Mayo, the daughter of Zion there, Chika Monica, and everyone. Good evening. Thank you very much. It's a somber experience listening to all this that has happened. So yeah, that's Blaze.
Okay, so my brother, like looking at what you have heard in the voice notes, what's your take about uyu mukashana ifyachilalo ndoro lamuwa mwali ya voice note?
You know, she's a very good actor, but she's not perfect on her acting, because you see, when she came up with that part of the SIM card, she missed it. You know, anybody who knows how these operations work, they don't necessarily need your SIM card. They need your phone. Okay? So when she made up that part, that's where all this time I was thinking, maybe I'm going to chef here, what, give a chance to speak. But at that point, I knew she's taking us for fools. Because the moment she said, but he send a SIM card. No. What records are they going to find on the SIM card? You see, I can get all your records from Airtel or MTN without your SIM card. All I need to know is your phone number. I don't need the SIM card.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? All other information is seated on the handset. So if they needed to investigate anything from her, they were supposed to go with the handset, not the SIM card. I'm opening up, that's why she missed it and made. She thinks we are fools in this country. That's what she thinks. And she did. I'm no longer, after that, I'm no longer thinking she has something to do, like maybe she just had something to do with it. No. She's center to that operation.
Yeah.
She's very key to that operation. And the
Absolutely.
reason she's running is because now she didn't expect that things will get this exposed. The reason she's running from us, the public, not from. She knows she's guilty. That's why she's running. That's why she's trying to clear her name and making up these stories. Look, no investigator, not by Red Brick, not by intelligence would be interested in carrying your SIM card. All they need is your phone number. They can find all the calls you've made in the last Chakuti months, even in the locations where you are making. There's what we call triangulation when it comes to phones. They will see which Which tower,
Mami
which three
Lily,
towers were
even
nearby.
calls and
Then they
inboxes
can
are falling
locate
up,
you, which area you were.
intimidations, busy
They
getting
don't
numbers
need to
and
see
calling.
that.
Yeah, that's the
When it comes to
UPND government at the
messages and
moment.
then they'll need your handset. You see? So
That's
she's
UPND
playing
for
this
you.
way. She thinks we are
Gangsters.
all fools. That's what she thinks. That girl has this. She's not just involved. She's a centerpiece to this whole operation. Maybe it was even her idea. And the way that the dates are mixing up, it means this 1 year. She's trying to fool people who are not there. But see, there are people like I've seen, like Muleru, for example, and is it Prissy, who know the timings. So it becomes very difficult for us, although they did not plan for those variables. They did not plan for them, and this is where she's been found out. Okay, now let me add my interpretation to this. And I
Mr. Trust,
yes,
just one.
yes, Mr. Robert.
Sorry, Blaze, can you drop me and add Peter? Drop me and then add him so that I still contribute.
Yes.
He's been requesting for.
When you hear the president say TikTok,
All right, so now
TikTok,
my
this is what we are doing
interpretation,
on
Blaze,
TikTok.
If you may allow me.
But trust, Pano, yes, Mr. Peter.
You know, the problem that I have here, I wanted to talk to Zitwa Mole because I know that she has been wise. People of Zambia, mwalikwata pretense. Upa bambalilanda nao badani mtimana ashikari papati barefu hawaimi. Bambi mwalefu hawaimi baka muikate. There was a person here who was actually saying that umtimana ukaripa. Barefu was interrogate umwana kashi. I was one day on the panel when Waimi was in a fight with someone. That person said rubbish things. Umtima wakaripa. Mwebana bakwalisa mwira kwata pretense. Mwira kwata pretense. Ine umuntu nga nali mpache is better na chitana keep quiet. May God punish you.
Is that person around us right about now, Mr. Peter?
Baf mana papeni, baf mana mukaripa. Echo na karipira. I've never come out here. Baf mana mukaripa. There was a day that why me akwete consultation no mwana kashi. Uyu mwachina limutakani kwa tamanwa yagu. Mweba na bakwalisa. No, may God punish you. Drop me. Stop pretending. Let's stop pretending. Catch my bottom ICO, but ICO was a gun. Diction.
I've dropped him, Mama Mole. I'm not going to say much right about now, but I'm going to give the microphone back to.
Can I just make a comment?
What I wanted to come from Mr. Peter was to tell us who that person is.
Can I just make a quick comment?
Please
For
go
me,
ahead,
basically for me, I never used to follow. I saw one time here and there, you know, what he was doing and stuff, but I never used to join. I think what he needs to understand is everyone is in shock that something bad can happen to Waimi. And naturally, as a mother and as women, that's our reaction. I don't think any woman would be happy to say, "Hey, bamchita wino." I don't think so. So that's a normal reaction. In as much as some women had commented like that, mufide mwamona kuti niminachi bakalipa kuti olofe fine kwale wafe abana bali tumpa but mwamona mkutumpa tulabatemwa. So muberere kofe bafyash. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Uncle Joseph, I'll be bringing you back, I believe. Mama Sally, good evening. Uncle Joseph, please stick around. I'm bringing you back.
Good afternoon, Blaze. How are you?
Today, Losha, my sister. Today, Losha, my
Priscilla, whatever her name is, that girl is a liar. I'll just like to add up with what Trust said. She is actually the center of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because when she came and said, "Yo, Paco change a SIM card," I'm like, if you want to check data, it's easy to check data even without a SIM card.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work for Airtel, so it's as easy as that. Priscilla is working with the government. Vamos to Mafia. She is with them. She knows. She's pretending. Because how did she even get from Kasama to Livingston? How did she get there? Like how? It's not even adding up. It's not even making any kind of sense.
Okay, so like from the voice notes that you heard, what's your take about the voice notes and what she was explaining? What are your takes?
It's not adding up. She's a pretender. She's actually a pathological liar. And if you notice when she said at Selako Kavepa restaurant, there was somebody she was talking to. When Lillian asked her, "Are you safe?" Somebody in the background told her to say no. Did any of you listen to that? Somebody in the background told her to say no. Whatever she has said is something that they've written for her to be saying. That's how she should be explaining. But you know how nothing is hidden under it. Sooner or later, she'll be exposed as if she's getting exposed. You know? All that is a lie. She was pretending. Those were crocodile tears crying to Muleru. She didn't even mean them. She's just trying to clear her name. They've told her, try and clear your name. But that's not going to happen. Because we all know her story is not even adding up, please. Wabufi. I work for the Ministry of Education. Like, really? You just move from ministry to ministry like that?
Well, they know what's coming, and they should pray so hard, because what we are doing right about now, we cannot continue losing people like this. And if they have got why me, let them produce why me at once. We want why me, whether dead or alive. So this young lady has to be questioned, and we are going to send these messages on different platforms, and we are going to make sure that we expose these people and some reports. We are going to do some reports and sending emails to some places so that this issue can be dealt with. Thank you so much, Mama.
As much as that, nobody ever encouraged him. Me, I was in Loimi's life all the time. Leonce, nobody ever encouraged, but he doesn't have to be treated the way he's been treated. Why haven't they brought him up and follow the procedure? I would prefer justice for why me one day. And people are celebrating Tukana. What if it was their own relative? That is a boy I had never met. That is a boy I helped even from Chilawongwe, even before he was charged. We've never seen him before.
And you see, it's good that Sally and Muleru, you've come out, because on the internet they are trying to portray that Waimi is a PF.
Bring you back in a bit.
Is a PF guy. He's being paid by PF. Another person even said, "Oh, when I given away Shiwe." When in actual fact, I've liked the fact that Muleru has stated that she actually contacted Vamwan but said, "Please help us." That's when he picked up on the case. Just like me, I've picked up on this case and that case. Next, you are PF. You see. So now you see, the people were helping Waimi. They are even in America. They are not even in Zambia. They are not even politicians, these ladies. They are just TikTokers. You know.
Please, just let me wind up what I was saying before people came in.
Okay, brother, go ahead.
Yes. So I think there's a lesson to learn for all of us, and I tried to say this earlier, and I would like to say it very clearly now, once again, especially for those of us who are very loud, who talk a lot, who post boldly, whether it's on Facebook or on TikTok and so on and so forth. That this is a tactic, and Amaru made reference to this, where he says that this is a tactic. There's no way inside the Shakuloko court. Okay, inside it's a civil case for the local court.
Yeah.
Okay. If someone is insulted or defamed someone, sue them. Let them serve or let them pay or whatever it is. That is where it should end, not where we are breaking international diplomacy over insults. We will go into another country, into a neighboring country to retrieve someone over insults and then they disappear. We just hear that you tortured them from the mortuary. Come on. But they are trying to, two things. They are trying to send fear into those of us who are very loud and talkative and who expose them, who tell them off. All right? They're trying to send fear into you. But that is because we know that's what they're trying to do. Now we are not even afraid. Because their tactics are very cheap. Now we are not even afraid. They can bring it on. Bring it on. Okay, we are no longer afraid because there's no way you could torture someone over insults like that. You run such an expensive operation over insults. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, Allah, like Lillian says, life is spiritual. Let me tell you there, if you ask, this is an insinuation, I'm alleging that if you asked why Myth was alive, you would find that they probably sodomized him. Now, go to Watermamba's page and find a video that he did about sodomy and how that is a ritual that they use. Okay? A demonic ritual. And I've said this before, that this was popular in the days of Jezebel. When you hear about high places. Why in the high places, no women were allowed to go into the high places. But there were male prostitutes who were serving in those temples in the high places. Okay? Because that was a demonic, those are the rituals that they do in the dark world. When you hear these stories about this American girls being facing cases in the USA, and the fact that sodomy and gayism was
more
a key
prominent.
part of what they were doing, it is rituals, demonic rituals of power, drawing power from you. They did that to JJ. They do that every time they want to control you and subdue you. And that is why they are grabbing these people, so, abducting people. How many abductions have we got now? There's a gentleman in Chingola, there are Tembos, the 13 girls, JJ Banda, now Why Me? We know there are a number of others as well that we may not have heard about. And look at the bloodshed in Mufumbwe as well. All these are pointing to some behavior, a demonic behavior. Put on top of that the fact that someone wants to stay in a private house when running the country. What shrine is in that house? What shrine is in that house that he can't stay away from?
Zambia, wake up. Zambia, wake up.
We need to be very, very careful in this country. And I think the only solution that the best solution is just to remove this guy from power.
Period.
With people who are sincere, who can be trusted. I think it is you, Blaze, who said that we cannot trust Kasongo anymore.
No.
And that can never be overstated.
No.
He is not trustworthy.
No. No.
There's something very wrong going on here.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you 200%.
They are free.
So, at this particular moment, I'm going to give the microphone to King Tonto, the only king in a woman's form, and she fear nothing. She's one person that I've known on air, and she does this thing. I'm not gonna say much. I'll leave her to introduce herself and speak to the people. King Tonto.
Blaze, we don't do sana. The only king who shine. So, there's one thing I would like to put out there before I even say much. Why me? Though you people who used to think why me was being sent or paid by opposition and they should be insulting. Why me never even knew these people? So Oloya Kobati, you arrest him, Bambo Mipshati, who sends you Mabakutuma. Why me never even used to talk to most of these people from opposition? If people are helping, why me? They genuinely love him, like Mamule, Sally, Prissy. Those are to accept it. Okay, why me is our son, why me is our person. But in the government, why me never even knew most of these people for this narrative that was going around saying no, they pay him, or he's sponsored by ECL, Kutukana. That's a lie. So I wanted to clear that out. Even as we are we're trying to find why me and looking for him, we should know that He wasn't being used by anybody. It's a bad narrative, and I just wanted to clear that out.
Thank you.
Second,
okay.
this same girl, Priscilla. Okay, let's be frank, kind. The way why me I say ku social media with what people know about him and how he insults yes and all that. What mom in her right state would be happy by the Silverden Salamat my daughter is getting married to Waimi. First things first. Although we know but no me Waimi, there was nothing to do with love. It's not like we're down like that. Even Mamule here, I'm sure at one point she was just surprised. Waimi, are you serious? Like you're getting married? What girl in her right senses with the thinking that Waimi has the CV would be proudly saying, I'm getting married to Waimi, I love him. And when did they start talking? That's that. So I think like if you're malavu, if you're mashan, what hurts, but what breaks me every day is that at least Mama Mule, like we missed it. It's more like a trap because Waimi Alanda that there is a girl who I'm talking to, I'm getting married. You wouldn't believe it. Can't you feel it? Planning the transit. Mama Naka.
Okay. I understand. And looking out for Vale Monica Bama, Vale Monica Diva, sorry, not Divlish, Diva. I don't think Niva ever go at Thank you so much, Zed King Tonto there, my sister, for coming through. We are all concerned about the whereabouts of Waimi. No one is complete. 500 plus. You are not 100% perfect. And this is the reason why we want to let them produce him and let them take him to court so that the courts can judge him the way he's supposed to be judged, not whereby that we should know quality as a country. At this particular moment, thank you so much, King Tonto. I'll give the microphone to Mr. Robin 44. Sir, welcome back, sir. What's your take on the voice notes that came from that young lady? Also, from what she was saying in her explanation concerning how she knew why me and how they started communicating and all that. What's your take, sir?
Blaze, before we are Robin I don't want to forget this.
Okay,
and
great. Go ahead.
After the pictures went on social media, I had that same Mashibukombe's number because I also interrogated him. His phone has been off.
Yeah.
So nabena Mashibukombe ngabali genuine nish bashimisha phone. Unless maybe I share the number with somebody else who Zambia, then you do your investigations. But otherwise, nabena balishimia phone. I wanna really appreciate that. A lot of you. Mwaimination ukuya mkutwala insalamu. Huh? And then he himself again is the one who said this girl has been missing karifuma kukasama abakase ndereni ba state. Maufa? So nimbitakali ke kaka liminababe na shibukombe mo bali muri ashumba.
So what you are going to do is, anyway, we can't speak here on this platform. It will be a surprise to the listeners. Tomorrow, please tune in at 20 hours sharp for this segment. We're going to drop another bombshell.
Okay.
Just 20 hours sharp. We're going to drop another story that you need to know about this girl. Okay, Mama Moleru, for now, we can end there. The rest is, I'm going to take it up because I've got other things here as well from different sources. And I'm going to make sure, and the reason why I invited you, Mama Moleru, it's because I knew that you were close to this young man. And what I have here from the other sources, I'm going to be dropping tomorrow at 20 hours sharp. And don't forget to tune in. This particular moment,
Zambia.
Mr. Prince, just give me a minute, sir. Let me.
It's quite important. It's very important. Bamule Ru, Validian Mutambo, Namoenwa Blaze Zambia. I've sent something to your inbox. Lillian, can you accept my message? Then you understand this issue further.
Is it on WhatsApp as well?
No. On TikTok just now.
Okay, is it?
Let me check.
To this discussion.
For me, I can't check. Mama Lillian, please.
Let me move a
check
bit
that,
of screen.
then you
Hold on,
can-
please.
But it's concerning YME, isn't it?
Yes, it's concerning this. So I wanted to say something, but I just started getting quite some funny messages. So that's why I've said I won't say anything openly here.
Are you safe though?
So
Let me check the inbox, guys. At Mulidia Shumu inbox. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what people are saying. Okay. Okay. I don't disappoint us 20 hours. Guys, the things that are happening in Zambia, how mambo kutina. This is Blaze Zambia's
platform, Mama, come on it.
Yeah, okay. I just want to create a space for her so that she can come. King Tom.
You can drop me, Blaze. You can drop me, that's fine.
All right, not a problem, guys.
I won't disappoint you tomorrow. 20 hours.
I think we're getting it. Okay, what have I done? Okay, just hold on, guys. Hold on. Gamwa for network ya kuno naende mwambi okuntumira kwa mafoni.
Yeah. I've just checked your message, sir. It's exactly what people are commenting on my Facebook.
Is it something that we can share right now, Ms.
Yeah, that she's
Lillian?
part of the Zambian
Is
army.
it something that we can comment on right about now?
That Lubuto is part of.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
Send it to me. No.
Lillian,
Okay.
is it something that we can comment on right about now, or we keep it for tomorrow?
Well, it's what people have been saying on my Facebook. They are saying she's part of the Zambian army. She's a Zambian army officer, this one. But then, for me, what I wanted to ask is, isn't she abusing her position? You know, shouldn't she be fired?
No. Lillian, let me just say something, and
Okay.
then I'll answer you with that one. So this is why Amaru was saying is when she said she works OP. OP, you can have someone who's a conductor, a teacher, in all types of jobs you will find her OP. So even with her, it's I would mention something first, but one thing that when I was listening is, for me, is the wording. I think she never referenced why me even as why me or as any person, like someone that she loves. She was referring to him as that person.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Yeah.
That person. And for me, that shows there's no feeling whatsoever.
No, there's no relationship.
You know,
You're
like
right.
it's just an object, like not something very important. That person, that's what she was referring, and that's for me. That's the most important thing I picked up. Wow, that person, but that's the same person you wanted to
get married to,
got
and in the
engaged
Zambian
and stuff.
culture, you would even
Yes.
call him like,
So
oh,
someone would be saying Atava sweetheart, and all those, but there was nothing like that. She was
Nothing.
referring like that person, not even important, like just an object.
yes.
And that's something for me, just that confirmed it to me that this girl, she knows what she's done, and she's, and it's a shame that for a government that has a lot of things that they need to sort out in the country, they could sing so level and try and train and put this girl into something that is going to
Jeopardize her career.
yes, not her career, but her emotions.
Yes.
She's in a bad mental state.
Yeah.
And that level of anxiety where whenever you're walking and you're looking over your shoulders because you don't know. And you could see like everything you add together, and the last place you say where is she? She's in Livingstone. And Livingstone is one place where YME experienced the most difficult time of his life. When he gives you, when he came on Queen Pumi's page, and they explained of how they treated him in Livingston and everything. But that's where she goes, and that's why she says, no, I'm now in Livingston and stuff. So this whole thing, this government that we have now, they, you know, when Michael started to say that they're under five
politicians,
you know, and we thought it was a joke, but I think he knew that there's something wrong with these guys, and you could see the level of mistakes that they keep on making almost on a daily basis. It's shocking, you know. And also, I wouldn't want a government that tries to put young women like this into something so sinister that has nothing to do with the security of the country, but just to bring someone who is just insulting. You know, at best, why me? Should have just gone to prison for 3 months or even just a fine. Yeah. And that would have been it.
Or community service. Like in
or community service.
And Robert, your observation is so interesting, you know. It's so interesting because that's the same observation I've made about the government when they're referring to late former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. They refer to him as state property, state, you know, it's as if he's not, you know,
they don't care about
family, the person with human life. They have this. They objectify people, literally. You know, we're looking at people like
only 2 people
That's
died.
Someone said that.
Did you hear? At only 2 people died in Mufumbo. Only. Only.
You know, Lillian, you've seen how the USA responds when one person an American is touched. You know, America can stay out of trouble with Israel or whatever, but the moment they hear that an American was touched, they will dispatch.
The government of angels.
Let me just say Blaise, let me just say one thing. Just one thing. You know, for me as a country, as Zambia, for each one in the country, we need to take a little bit of a lesson from this whole thing. That we all knew that why me was in trouble, and the kind of lifestyle. And first, I would like to thank Bamuleru for all the support and all the love that you showed to why me. But for me, as a Zambian citizen sitting here, I feel like I failed him. You know, I feel like I failed him, and I underestimated the danger
that he was in. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and next time we see someone being in such a danger, guys, let's work together and take them to a better place.
Kondwani Banda is in danger.
Because now we know that being in Zimbabwe, you're not safe.
No.
Being in Malawi, you're not safe.
No.
Being in Tanzania, you're not safe.
No.
Being in Lusaka, you're not safe. So let us not be thinking like, okay, you know, they are making jokes and we're laughing and stuff. These guys are not playing. These guys are not playing. When someone is in danger, let's check up on each other. Even when Kasonde Mwenda said, oh, they've attacked, give a call, check up on him. How are you doing? Are you safe? Anything we can do for you? Because we're just going to keep on losing each other left, right, and center.
Mr. Robam, let me just add a word to what you just said. Good evening. Sorry, Prayers.
Okay, good evening, Alfiashi.
Thank you very much. Here's the thing. If you've paid attention to what that lady was, those voice notes, psychologically, that lady is clear she was an architect together with other people of the kidnapping of Waimi from Zimbabwe to Zambia. But her mental capacity could not comprehend the outcome. All right? When you begin to see people come out like this, there's one clear thing that we should know is that the person that was involved has been unalived.
Yeah, it's been murdered.
And now the guilty conscious is dealing with this person. Probably she was just told, we are just going to arrest this person and put him in prison.
Yeah.
But the West has
Empire.
happened. Okay? UPND mean business. This government mean business. I heard somebody actually threaten Mpundu, the MP from Kana, in a similar way. Stop talking about the president. If you talk about Wakateka, you will see. And it is just starting from there. You know, they've made it very clear. Any person that stands in the way of HH, you'll be in trouble. So the moment you are in their hands,
they
you
will
are
mess
done.
you up. Yeah.
When Mwamba was kidnapped by the police, tortured, beaten, the way he was beaten, you know, people began making fun of this. They began to make fun of him, especially the praise singers. Oh, he just fake. He's a propagandist. And this is what happens. When threats are out there, sometimes we don't take them seriously. But these people mean business.
Horrible.
And it is high time that, you know, as Zambians, we really take precautions in that every time we hear these threats, let us take them as serious as they are. Because they'll go to any length. I'm feeling very bad because the law is straightforward. That was a civil case. How many people insulted ECL? Who died in the time of ECL's presidency?
Nobody died.
For simply disrespecting
Nobody
him?
died.
Absolutely none. Why should we be experiencing this in democracy?
You worship your leader.
Why can't the presidency now live with criticism? Why should people lose their lives or people go into exile for simply saying, you have not done well, sir, you've not fulfilled your promises, sir?
No checks and balances. Chalo chashan.
Why should it be like that? Whatever it is, however long it may take, the truth of the matter is justice. You know, mlopa wa muntu walishupa, regardless of the status of that individual. For as long as you take a life, you will never be at peace. This thing that has happened to Waimi could have even happened to JJ Banda.
Yeah.
It was God that intervened in his life.
Yeah.
These people
We spoke
are
on social
bad-hearted
media,
and
yeah.
they mean business.
And you called
If
me
it is to
nosy
kill, they will
on this
kill.
Facebook.
They don't care.
They called me
And
nosy
you
on
could
Facebook.
see how
I
they would
poked my nose
actually
in
get
everything
on
about
top of the
Zambia.
mountain, you know, mentioning the people that, you know, died during their struggle to get to power. How many people have disappeared in this time without a trace? How many people have died in Mfumbwe? It doesn't matter. That is not life. Only those that are aligned to the government are what we
Even if he stepped somewhere, Marvin, where is he? That's what we're asking.
we prayed for and hoped for.
Timuone, timufuna. Timuone na manso yatu.
And everyone is actually protected. Not what we are having right now. This is really scary for everybody. You might say, listen, you might say it does not involve me, or I'm a praise singer. Why me did this? What such people do, they will start with one. Tomorrow it will be two. By the time you realize it will be on you. So evil sees or knows nobody. As long as you come, you know, in their way, you'll be done. So it's high time that people, especially, I'm appealing. Also, we have a kind of, I think, a laissez-faire kind of approach, especially to the people in opposition. Let me say this. I really expect them to up their game. I want them to begin to put pressure on these people. This is not right. This is not okay. We cannot be losing lives like this. I thank you, Brother Grace.
Thank you so much.
So you
Judge.
see,
That
people
was
on
Joseph.
TikTok are speaking
Very
like
powerful,
this. If I speak like this on
information
Facebook, you say I don't like the
I
government.
respect
You can
this
see these
man,
are Zambian
and,
people speaking.
We've been together for some time now. And he's
We
always
were 2,000
here.
plus on TikTok.
So for those of you that are coming through for the first time on this platform, we have got this young lady on the picture, on the bigger picture. This is the girlfriend to Why Me. who is nowhere to be found.
Anyway, guys,
right
see you
at this
tomorrow.
moment. And this is the young lady that
continue tomorrow.
portrayed a picture and told the people that she was working for OP.
So that this live stream
and
won't
she
be too
was the
long.
last
Take care.
person